Greetings, I am Mary. I am Mary. Universal Mother. Mother of hope, Mother of change, Mother of love, Mother of you, and Mother, bringer, creator of purity. It is the essence. And yes, I wish to speak to your hearts and your minds this day about this gift that I give you so tenderly, so gently, so softly, so that you realize this gift of my renewed tsunami of love that penetrates you, expands you, clears you, allows you to be the fullness, the wonder, and the might of who you are. When I have said to thee that the primary gifts of my tsunami are purity and clarity and grace, I have begun with purity. And yet for so many of you, this is something that you acknowledge or say, thanks, Mom. But you jump over it. And you do so because you do not understand purity. You do not understand the operational factor of this state of being. And yet in so many ways, it is an essential element to creating Nova being, new you, and Nova Earth. And it is part of your essential, natural self. Yes, as the channel has commented, so often you think of purity in terms of absence. And you say, I'm going to purify, I'm going to cleanse. This is a misunderstanding of what I am talking about. It is not about cleansing yourself of what you have judged as an addiction. Whether it is an addiction to substance, or a person, or a situation, or a circumstance, that is cleansing. And yes, that is also what my tsunami is helping and doing, even for those that are the most recalcitrant and resistant, those that are on the fence and indifferent. We all know, above and below, in the human reality, that there is a great deal of cleansing going on, very necessary cleansing, and Gaia is participating fully. This is part of my plan, and beloved, it's your plan. But cleansing is not purity. And you say, yes, but Mother, I think it is a prerequisite. It is the step before purity. That is a mental, emotional construct that you have to earn purity, and that it is somehow not an essence of who you are. When you embrace me, you are activating purity. When I embrace you, I am activating purity. It is an infinite loop that we have been in since the beginning of my infinite, eternal ocean of time. It is not something that you need to awaken. Perhaps re-embrace, or for many of you, embrace for the first time. When you embrace the fullness of your soul design, your true soul design, you are embracing purity. When we have birthed you, whether it was 20 million years ago or yesterday, that brilliant soul design was not tarnished, was not sullied, did not include impurities or imbalance. Your design is divine perfection. Many of you have difficulty accepting that. And so in the mental, emotional, egoic self, in the construction of many false illusions, false grids, false paradigms, you have overlaid your belief system with negating your essential purity. My essence is pure. Hence, dear child, your essence is purity. It is your DNA, spiritual and otherwise. Now, have you been magnificent creators doing add-ons? Oh, yes. That does not change. One of the reasons that we have created a seal of Solomon around you was so that we would maintain the essence not only of your soul design, but of your being. Now, many of you have had rips and tears in that cellophane shield, and you have embraced what you have termed darkness or dark thoughts or actions. To which I say, so what? This does not change your essential self, which is brilliant and sparkling. And it matters not, beloved, whether you are magenta or blue or bright red. That essential white, sparkling purity is present. In my design, it is not a factor, a state of being, an element that can be eliminated. I have not dreamt of a race of beings that are impure, that are less than. Truly, in many ways, what your ascension and my plan of ascension is about is the full awakening to your purity, your clarity, your grace, the acceptance that you are co-creators with me, with my legions. And that is why I speak to you this day about this essence of purity. Because you don't create the new. You don't complete the original plan by not accepting, activating, utilizing this element of purity, this virtue, this blessing, but primarily a state of being in purity. So that your creations that you are on the cusp of, and that you have done every single day of existence, are of the purest nature possible. Now, in the decline of this species, have there been creations of great impurity? Yes. A terrible scenic detour. But what has that done? It has awakened, not only collectively, but in the depths of your heart and what you think of as soul, the desire, the need for the return to purity. You often will talk about the loss of innocence, the return to innocence. And very often, innocence is frowned upon, when in fact it is the sister, the brother, the guardian of purity. When you are creating a beautiful meal for your family, for those you love, you choose the purest ingredients, the finest ingredients. And with those ingredients, what makes the meal so special and delicious? It is not just the pure ingredients. It is with the purity of these ingredients and the love of your heart that you bring forth the spectacular that everybody wants and raves about. And then you are in a position of praise. But it is also the internal recognition that you are worthy of praise, that you are fully competent and capable of creating in the purest sense of the word, with the essence of purity. And it matters not, sweet one, whether you are creating a chocolate cake or a city of light. The starting point is the embrace, not merely the recognition, but the unleashing of your purity. Because in that, everything that is abomination, everything that is aberrant, everything that is not of purity becomes not only unacceptable, but unwanted. In purity, there is no dissolution. There is no, well, I guess it's necessary. The acceptance of the aberrance is not possible. So while you often feel that purity is very amorphous, in fact, it translates in tremendous strength, in fueling your divine authority, in practical and esoteric and spiritual and emotional and mental beingness. And from that place you create. In purity there is no anger. There is no less than. There is no fear. It is the acceptance of the brilliance of your soul design, of your unique journey, and all the tasks, all the delights, all the surprises, all the victories that entails. So I am infusing you, bright angels, with my purity, and I am awakening your purity. Because you are worthy, because you are mine, because it is time, but because I love you. So take that love, take my love, and allow the purity to blossom. Farewell.